which is sometimes the vagaries of where the leader is when 4 o'clock. Quite remarkable with the GTP cars running there. As yet, no hypercars, LMHs, have made the crossover. I have quizzed, before anybody asks if you listen to our features, I have quizzed Ferrari and I have quizzed the other hypercar manufacturers, Peugeot, etc., about bringing cars over here. It is not on their radar. Spent some time with Ferrari at Fiorano before Le Mans and spoke to both of the heads of global endurance, and they both said to me, look, the car is exceedingly complex, and the customer car that they're running in the WEC and therefore at Le Mans is being run by the works team, AF Corsa. That was the 83 car at the weekend. Even the track day version of the 499, which is the 499 Modificata, of which there are 6 or 7 already, and there'll be double figures before we get to the... Even those cars cannot be run by private individuals or their teams. They are run by Corsa Clienti. And right now, they don't think that there is an opportunity running in other championships. They want to concentrate on the 3 they've got running in the WEC. Peugeot aren't in a position with the new car to offer that to any private teams. Put the rear wing on that car. Isotta Faschini, well, they've got to graduate the 2 cars in the WEC next year, so they've got a job on their hands as well. And 2/3 of their driver line are very inexperienced. So I don't think the answer, it's a very long-winded answer, isn't it, to the question of are we going to get any LMHs here, is not in the near future. That we have extended the regulations. We found that out at Le Mans last Friday, so a week today. The top class regulations have been extended. IMSA have done the same here. The LMP2 regulations have been extended until the end of 2028 now. So we're promised that we will get some steer as to what the new vision for LMP2 is going to be. Lighter weight cars, smaller engines is the headline news on that, but no changes for at least another couple of 3 seasons. Multiple manufacturers here in IMSA across the various series, in the mid-teens, 15 or 16 manufacturers here. It's working, and we don't need to be fiddling around the edges right now. We need to be enjoying what we've got and celebrating it, Ari.
I'm right 100% with you there. We've got 5 manufacturers here. Of course, Lamborghini back again this weekend. That is just the second time we've seen that car in North America. They had a really good run at Le Mans. I think it was about 89, wasn't it? I think where they had they both had a spin, or 2 or 3 spins, I think multiple spins actually within minutes of each other. I think it was. I was watching some replay the other night. But it looked like they had a really, really good run. And great to see that car back out again here this weekend. They'll be doing the Michelin Endurance Championship this year, which of course has been expanded from the usual 4 races. That'd be Daytona and Sebring at the beginning of the season. Here, the Salem 6000 Glen, and of course the Petit Le Mans at the end of the season. The 5th race added, and it did happen before that. Yeah, the problem is these cars are terrifically expensive to run, a lot more expensive than the original expectations, or maybe hopes rather than expectations. And that's rather than concentrating on trying to sell it, which is a shame. That's not the way this was originally envisaged, but that's what it is. And look, the racing this year has been absolutely sensational. Yeah, we've had 5 races, we've had 5 before winners, and this weekend. It's brilliant. In one of those other manufacturers that hasn't won a race this year is BMW. And of course, we're going to run last year right here at Watkins Glen. Okay, as a result of the Porsche being DQ'd, but still, it's brilliant racing driving, and yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah, and you're right to mention Lamborghini. Hopes of running a full season IMSA car next year, probably stymied by the new rule that everybody asked to run 2 cars in WEC, talk to them of mission, if you will. So they've got a few other things to work out as well. But that might just stymie a full season car over here for next year, which would be a shame. But look, there's plenty to celebrate from what was said last Friday by the ACO and the FIA, and IMSA, represented there by John Doonan and Ed Bennett. Saw them very briefly in the paddock. IMSA committing to the hydrogen initiative as well from the ACO. That was one of their big talking points of the weekend. Had a 5-car display of cars running around for nearly an hour on race day afternoon, and the Alpenglow as well as the
21 AF Course Ferrari, which is pit box 5 down from all the way to pit in. They pulled out, went to fuel the car, realized they had a comprehensive fuel leak, and realized that, we should probably clean this up before we send the car back out. So they're not concerned about something happening. They should have got every drop of fuel picked up because they don't want cause for a fire.
No, absolutely not. You can't be too careful with that one. Besides which, it'll change by tomorrow anyway, is one thing. The weather today is in the net, depending on where you look. I'm sort of doing, it's election season everywhere, isn't it? France just called a snap general election, the UK going into a general election at the moment, to use election terminology, and having a look at a number of different forecasts. As far as we're looking at the day, it should be getting up to 32 Celsius around 4 o'clock this afternoon. Before that, in between now and then, the weather looking unhelpful is all I'm going to say. Potential T-storms this afternoon, gusty winds, but possibly small hail. The high of 35 Celsius. A low overnight tonight is not a low at all. It's a summer's day in the northeast of England where I come in 20 Celsius. At the moment, it is 1-2 on the track, which is 39 Celsius, 30 in the air, which is 86 Fahrenheit. That's how Mikkel Jensen moving up to the top of, or improving rather, at the top of the times, showing me down to 35.5 for the TTS racing car.
As far as lap time last year, 35.4 in actual fact in LMP2, that was by Alex Quinn. Of course, it wasn't a record. The old LMP2 record was quite a few years ago, before the cars got trimmed back, so they weren't faster than DPIs. But good lap certainly there, right out of the box by Mikkel Jensen there. And there's a couple of other cars, like Felipe Fraga, who was quickest before Jensen set that time. Second quickest at the moment, then number 74. That's a Riley Orica. That team, the Riley team, just remarkable success. 4 wins on the bounce here in LMP3. Of course,
Jeremy, we're going to have a red flag here, a red flag for an incident with the Tower Motorsports number 8. The bright orange car has gone off very heavily indeed, and this has brought out a red flag. Immediately the back end of the car's come into contact. 13th position car in LMP2, and that is, I think it's turn 1, is it? I think that's the pit out of turn 1, and I don't think John was on an out lap. So I think he's come through turn 1 and dropped it to the inside maybe here. So with 1 hour and 11 minutes still to go, the red flag, the yellow and red curbs, and then the car snapped back. That's exactly what's happened. Exactly what has happened. No other car involved. Fortunately, if there can be a fortunately in this, because it was quite a big hit to the rear end of that number 8, he's caught right on the end of the tyre stack that protects the last bit of the barrier there. There's about 10 or 15 yards that is left open, and remarkably, John Ferrano, having spoken to the AMR safety workers has restarted the car, and in a bit of a sort of Peugeot 9X8 way, without a rear wing, that car's coming back with all the way. Third in P2, fourth,